Welcome to the Twist News. I'm Erica Gray. CBS Boston reported that Trump is leading in the polls. And is it a surprise? Let's look so far at Joe Biden's legacy. We've got the Russia-Ukraine war, which is a proxy war waged by the United States and the West against Russia, which has done nothing but drive up U.S. prices, increase inflation, and cost Americans out of their hard-earned money, and Americans can now afford a lot less thanks to the Biden policy in Ukraine, which gives billions of dollars to the Ukrainians, but yet you have a homeless crisis in the United States. The images coming out of California are horrific, but you can go to any American city and you can see the homeless begging, and no American should be begging for food or should be begging for shelter. You have the crisis of the mentally ill also not having a place, being on the streets. They're in the streets of New York. The immigration crisis. Biden's son, Hunter Biden, a known crack smoker, and the dirty deals that Hunter Biden has, and we know that Joe Biden is not far from that tree as well, or the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. He more than likely also has these corrupt deals. Why else would he keep waging this proxy war that is doing nothing but costing Americans? So Biden's legacy so far is not very good. He's racking up the U.S. deficit. You have interest rates that have just been going up, up, up. You have the BRIC nations working very hard against the United States, against the US dollar, because Biden has just proceeded with much of the same. Also, Biden, part of his legacy is the elimination of freedom of speech. Biden actually funds the FBI and CIA to take part in censorship and to give a narrative to the United States citizens, whether it's about COVID, whether it's on YouTube or any other social marketing platform that has influence, to silence those who might have an opposing viewpoint. And so the media under Biden has also really become a propaganda machine. So this is Biden's legacy. In addition, people question his aptitude at his age, his memory, how much is he failing? Is there a double? There was a great report about a Biden double, because Biden, let's face it, he is failing in a lot of areas. We see him stumbling and he can't sometimes complete thoughts. That's actually secondary compared to the legacy that he's leaving. The Americans are in a worse place than they've ever been. Prices are higher than they've ever been, thanks to his greedy war. And I say greedy because of the deals that he's making along with his son on this war in Ukraine and this proxy war against Russia, vilifying Russia. This 2016 Senate report, which he has based his policy on, which goes back to Obama's policy, is all anti-Russia, waging a war for no real good reason other than to prosper the pockets of politicians. So, is it any wonder that Trump is leading in polls after this kind of a legacy and this kind of an experience with this particular president? Well, this has been Erica Gray on the Twist News. Stay tuned for more, subscribe to this channel, and check out our Amazon store. And until next time, stay tuned.